Right now, we are facing an economic crisis, a crisis some have called the Great Depression. Since the United States seems so prosperous before, it is only natural for one to wonder why this tragic event came about. Some have blamed the banks, which is deserved, yet still, there's another prominent issue that stands. That is the issue of the savings rate, which currently stands at around negative 1.5%.
This situation can be brutal for the millions of elderly Americans. To better understand what these Americans are living through, I present you Christopher McLaren and Amelia Cordier.
Each day, I find it becomes more difficult to support my family. I'm getting too old to work, but I had to do something to help my loved ones. We're impoverished and suffering because we have no aid financially. Our little ones and I are getting weaker with each passing day. I saved some money and put what left ahead in banks and the stock market so I could provide for my family. But since the stock market crashed, all the banks closed up. I lost all my money and I have nothing left but my family. I'm worried that my money will run out before I die, and that stress is one I would like to eliminate in my peaceful years.
Hello, my name is Amelia Cordier. I'm 40 years old and have 3 beautiful kids. I've always had back problems, but they fade in and out, which means that I can't work as many hours as I would like to care for my kids. I do not often work due to my condition. Therefore, I do not receive enough money to support my family. Besides, we are at the brink of starvation and at times unable to pay off our bills. It's hard enough to live with a disability. Still, also having to deal with these crippling financial burdens is almost unbearable.
The circumstances Chris and Amelia faced due to the Great Depression is out of their control. Such a situation is unsustainable. President Roosevelt's Social Security Act, however, presents a new solution to this ongoing problem. Essentially, it's a radical change in the way Americans handle their finances. It's a tax everyone pays to the federal government, which then distributes this pool of money, of tax money, to the people who need it, like Chris and Amelia.
This seems ridiculous. I have to pay the government more money with the limited resources I have available to me now. I don't see how this benefits me.
In the short term, yes, you will have to sacrifice a little, but in the long term, this will secure ability to maintain a normal life. As citizens, we must ensure a prosperous nation and fully support the Social Security Act.
With this, I could finally support my family. They don't have to worry about me as much now that we could get money through the Social Security Act.